to 91. Then a thunderstorm Sunday afternoon, high 87 to 89. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala!
All right, 7 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Rob and I, not proud to tell you this, but I need to lose weight. Not that you need to hear it, because you can see me. But the other day, there was a guy with us, and he was a heavy guy, too. And we were talking about going out to eat, and I said, you know what, I think I'll just have dessert. And he patted my belly, and he said, you don't need no dessert.
I know, that was so rude. Absolutely rude.
I wasn't fishing for that. What I was getting at is that, even when Dr. Phil gets on the TV and he starts telling you how to lose weight, just say, well, you're not exactly slim either.
Yeah, exactly.
Our next guest, however, I will listen to, first of all, because she's in shape. Second of all, because she's beautiful.
Yeah, she is drop dead gorgeous,
and
fellas.
Third of all, because she is a she.
She has cleavage.
And
on the cover of her first book.
The cover of the book is awesome.
She's got cleavage.
And then there's this other one with the green stuff. We're going to find out why the green stuff is going to help us. JJ Smith is on the phone. It's such an honor to have her. My goodness, she's got credentials that everybody who gets to do radio interviews probably wishes they had. She's been on The View, on Fox, on the Montel Williams Show, on the Jamie Foxx Show, the Steve Harvey Morning Show, one of my favorites, the CNBC Network, I don't know what show on there, in Glamour Magazine, Essence Magazine, the Ladies' Home Journal, which means I've probably read her articles while waiting at the doctor's office. And she's got a couple of books we want to talk about that'll make us healthier if we pay attention to them. The 10-Day Green Smoothie Cleanse, which it does show. I mean, when it's pictured like that, it looks pretty good. I don't know what it tastes like. And then Lose Weight Without Dieting or Working Out. That's the title of the other book. Lose Weight Without Dieting or Working Out. And she must know what she's talking about. She's awesome looking. Good morning, JJ. How are you?
Yes, she is.
Good morning. How are you?
Am I gushing too much over you? Wow, you are beautiful.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words.
But did you ever have a weight issue? No.
Yeah, I did when I was I'm 45 now, but when I was in my 30s, I did have a weight issue. I gained about 45 pounds because of unhealthy eating. So I've been challenged with weight over the years, but I finally got some things figured out, You
did. But well, let's do the green stuff first. What is the green stuff in the glass?
Okay, so the green stuff are called green. The green stuff is called green smoothies. That's the official name, but it's actually just greens like raw spinach, kale, fruit, and water. Very basic recipes. Except the fruit hides the taste of the greens, and unlike a lot of those nasty green drinks, they're absolutely delicious. I mean, so many people write me and they say that my kids are drinking all my green smoothies. That's how good they are.
Well, I have a little story to tell you. We had a sponsor one time, and the sponsor had this almost like a shot glass full of green juice.
Yes.
And I drank it, and I said, "Robin, it tastes like a lawnmower. I can't imagine why anybody would drink this." And then somebody said, "You're not supposed to. You're supposed to mix it in with everything else."
Right. Those are just raw greens. Great. No chaser.
Awful.
What is it? Is it grass?
Well, I mean, it's more like wheatgrass, and it's actually a type of grass. It's all green, and it's not good. And if you have greens straight up, no chaser, like you had, it's going to taste like seaweed or grass. It
did taste like a lawnmower. Yeah.
No good. That's no good.
And why? I mean, it makes sense to me. I mean, in to be honest and not silly for a second, I really think it makes sense because it seems like that's probably what God wanted us, not to get religious on you, but I believe in God, but I just think it's probably what we were designed to ingest is leaves. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it seems like it.
Well, yeah, because, back in the day that I mean, way, way back. I mean, they used to use their whatever they could hunt and find, and they would focus on eating more natural foods because that was all available. They didn't have the manufacturing processes we have today to make all of these wonderful or not so wonderful processed foods and packaged foods. I mean, they didn't have the capability to even make them. So all they could eat was what they found in nature, which was definitely the way it was intended and much healthier for us.
You got a great smile, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, my eyes just went to the top of the cover.
I noticed the smile, huh?
What do you think about the sugars? Because now we see more and more in the grocery stores, you know, the regular sugars that we grew up with, but then they have like this brown kind of sugar that's not the domino brown sugar, but it's different, like from sugar cane and things like that.
Well, sugar is, sugar, if there's one thing I would encourage people to take out of their diet, it's sugar. White refined sugar, it makes us overweight, it makes us tired, fatigued. It's the root cause of many health conditions we have. But the interesting thing about sugar, I read the study where there were these cocaine-addicted rats, and they gave them the option between cocaine and sugar water sweetened with sugar. And they switched their allegiance from the cocaine to the sugar water in less than 3 days because they got the same high but not quite the same lows. So what they found is that sugar is as highly addictive as cocaine. So people always talk about craving sugar and sweets, but the reality is our bodies are addicted to them. And so we have to be so deliberate about getting sugar out of our diet because it's so unhealthy for us.
Oh, wow. That's a pretty powerful statement you just made.
Would this observation help the people that are going through detox, and instead of just doing it cold turkey or however they do it, can they like move them from cocaine to sugar and then nothing?
Well, that's the goal. The 10-day green smoothie cleanse has that number one goal is to take away your cravings for sugar and carbs. And the how you do that is for 10 days when you're drinking green smoothies. See, your body will crave whatever you give it. So when you stop giving it sugar and carbs, it will begin to crave greens by the end of the 10 days. So the first few days, you're going to be a little, by the first few days, you'll feel a little uncomfortable because you're not getting the foods or the carbs and things that you're used to. But I always tell people there's no personal, physical, spiritual growth that happens in our comfort zone. So just embrace the journey, be uncomfortable, but if you stick with it, your body's going to reward you for your efforts, and you won't have that sweet tooth, you won't crave those carbs, and then it makes it so much easier to eat healthy.
See, I really need to do this. I say this to Robin all the time. I need to lose weight. You heard me say it in the intro, JJ, but I don't really feel like I'm really overeating. Well, we have a very sedentary job, first of all.
Yeah.
Except for if we're walking around getting people to do the Queen's Wave, then we walk a lot.
That's the only movement you're getting, huh?
But otherwise, I really feel like, it doesn't seem fair. We go to this thing, and we see these. I saw this beautiful young woman eating a plate full of chicken wings. I said, I don't even eat that much. Look at her.
Yeah, I know. She's
in
more than we
perfect
do.
shape, but she's probably running marathons every weekend. JJ Smith is our guest, and it's such an honor to have her on. We're going to find the details about the 2 books and how to get healthier. We need to take a little break for the weather, and we'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala. We'll be right back, JJ, okay?
Alrighty.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A couple of showers and a thunderstorm around. Some can be slow moving and bring heavy rainfall late today. High 86 to 89. Shower or thunderstorm this evening. Otherwise partly cloudy tonight. Low 71 to 75. Clouds and sun tomorrow with a shower or thunderstorm around. High 87 to 91. Then a thunderstorm Sunday afternoon. High 87 to 89. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
I got my man who could ask for anything more.
Crazy for You has it all. Comedy and romance, chorus girls, and classic Gershwin tunes like I've Got Rhythm and Someone to Watch Over Me. Crazy for You, live on stage at Ocala Civic Theater September 4th through 28th. Great for date night or girls' night out. It's Crazy for You. Call 236-2274 or buy online at OcalaCivicTheater.com.
All right, 17 minutes after 11 o'clock, and J.J. Smith is on the phone. We've got two books that she has written that we want to let you know about. One is called 10-Day Green Smoothie Cleanse. If you've been listening, you kind of have a thumbnail sketch idea of what's in the book. The other book is Lose Weight Without Dieting or Working Out, and J.J. Smith, just trust me, is a beautiful lady. And J.J., thank you for waiting through the break. I wanted to tell you, during the break, I went to your website, and you have a success story tab. And I'm looking at ladies here. Let's see. One is in February of this year. Wow. And the next one is only April of this year. Wow. That's not. Who is that in there? Is that somebody we know? Some of you know?
Well, we have a Facebook group with over 100,000 people doing the cleanse.
Oh, I see.
And they actually share their before and after pictures, and to motivate, to keep everyone motivated. And some of them we just ask if we can share them on our website. And so these are people I've come to know because they're in the group, and I kind of live in the group, providing encouragement all day long.
All right, the women.
I need to get a life.
The women. No, you don't. No, I was going to ask you if you have plans on acting, because you're beautiful. Can I tell you something? You got to tell this guy that took a picture of his before and after. You got to get your body. You can't just get your face.
You know what? It's so funny. I told him the same thing. Like, what happened to the body shot? And he said he thought that the results were more dramatic if you just look at his face.
He pulled the camera farther. No. The camera is farther away. His head didn't shrink that much. 10 days is expecting a lot, though, right? I mean,
well, he did well. In 10 days, he lost 16 pounds.
Yeah,
it's just that his photos could have been a little bit larger so we could see his whole body.
All the women have the body shots.
Of course.
Oh, no, here's a guy. Here's a guy with the body shot.
Yeah, and Chelsea right below him has done phenomenal.
Okay, where was Chelsea? Let me look.
He's right under the guy with the headshot.
Yeah. Oh, she has.
Chelsea's lost 40 pounds now.
Wow.
How long did that take?
She lost that in about 3.5 months because the book. The key thing is, it's not just about the 10 days. Remember how I said you can get rid of your cravings for sugar and carbs?
Right.
Well, the book teaches you how to eat clean and healthy. It gives you 200 foods that you can eat to lose weight. And so people stay on the path to eating healthy, which is what you really need to maintain the weight or to keep losing weight.
Did you help Steve Harvey lose weight?
Yes, I have. I've been his nutritionist over the years. And I have a detox, eat, and move system also. That's the foundation where those are the three things you need for permanent weight loss: detoxing, eating clean, and then moving, physical activity. And Steve did that about 3 or 4 years ago, and he loved it. So when the Green Smoothie Cleanse came out, he did that as well, had great results, had me come on his TV show to talk about it. But
wow.
He's done great with the cleanse as well as the detox, eat, and move system.
You've had something not so nice happen to you. You had mercury poisoning.
Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you, I swallowed my silver fillings, and I had high levels of mercury in my kidney, my livers,
my
gut,
goodness.
my brain. Yep, and I'm an author, and I couldn't even write a complete paragraph because I had so much, liver in my brain. I didn't have the function.
They didn't. How did they get rid of it?
Well, they
how did
put
you
me
get rid
on.
of it?
Yeah, I had to get rid of it. They put me on 24 meds, which was designed to get my organs to function. And after 6 months, I was still bedridden. I didn't really see much progress. So I started studying about raw greens, and they had the power to heal the body. And green smoothies were a great way to get raw greens into your diet because they taste good. So that's how I came up with the 10-day regimen. And I asked about 10 of my family and friends to do the cleanse with me, and about 100 volunteered. We created a Facebook group, and 10 days later, we had all lost 10 to 15 pounds. I mean, our energy was up, blood sugar numbers coming down. But I went from 24 meds to 4 meds in just those 10 days, and have never gone back to any of the meds after the cleanse.
That's pretty scary. You can swallow your fillings.
Yeah. Very scary.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Well, imagine how long it took for them to figure out what happened. I must have went to 5 or 6 different specialists before they could correctly diagnose it, because it's not a common diagnosis.
I bet not. Yeah, I bet you're right. That must have been what happened? They saw a hole in your tooth. Here's what happened. There's a filling.
No, I was chasing symptoms. So I was having all these digestive disturbances and sluggish digestive system, and I was having all kind of other health issues. So I would go to like a GI specialist, and then I'd go to, a urologist. Like, I went to all these specialists, and they will only look at their area. And like, I remember one of them saying, "Oh, you just feel bad because you're old." And I said, "Okay, I didn't know 45 was considered old." And I went to the dentist. This was like 3 months after chasing the symptoms with different specialists, and the dentist, I told him I had silver fillings that I wanted to replace with the new white ones. And he said, "You have no silver fillings." I said, "Yeah, I got a ton." And he said, "Well, they're not there." And then when he realized that I might have swallowed them, they tested me for the mercury that day. They didn't let me leave. And that's when it was discovered that I'd swallowed them, but they never left my body. And that high level of mercury was causing my organs to shut down. Even my immune system malfunctioned.
Goodness. Do dentists still use mercury fillings or no longer?
Well, most good dentists don't use them anymore. Dr. Oz did a show about mercury poisoning, and so now there's a more visibility. People go to the dentist and ask for the white porcelain fillings now. So they don't use mercury much anymore.
Can I tell you, I want to tell this to the listeners. In the book 10-Day Green Smoothie Cleanse by J.J. Smith, our guest right now, there's a couple of pages that give kind of details about what the certain ingredients can do. Cayenne pepper will improve circulation, open up arteries. Bee pollen will increase energy. Avocado is, that's just full of healthy fats. I'm trying to get the audience to hear what these things do. Flax oil will boost your immune system and has anti-inflammatories if you've got, things that are bigger than they should be, I guess. Mm-hmm. Right?
Just looking at your picture.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
No.
But anyway, I think that kind of information. Here's one of my complaints about a lot of health books. They kind of are like when they say no trans fatty acids. Well, what the heck is that?
Yeah,
right.
I don't ever go and buy a package of trans fatty acids, so I'm safe. Do you know what I mean? I like the fact that you've written to me. I can hear what you're saying.
It's in very common terms. Like when I'm out, I talk to people about trans fat. I basically say fried foods. So if you eat a French fry, you might as well eat a crayon, because that's how difficult it will be for your body to digest it. People understand that, French
I never heard that before. Really?
Yeah. Well, what it is fried foods contains a lot of trans fats. So no one knows trans fats. But it's so dangerous to us, and it is a cause of heart disease, is that every ingredient has to tell you on the nutritional label how much trans fats are in it. But if you don't know what trans fats are, you don't know to look for it. So it's generally going to be things that have a lot of certain oils. They're healthy oils, but these have like the hydrogenated oils. And you'll see trans fats on every nutritional label because they're that dangerous for us.
How do you handle the treats and snacks? Because I love cake and Hershey bars.
You throw them away. You don't handle them.
Mindful of eating healthy. You can get sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free cookbooks. I just bought one the other day, and you use things like stevia, all-natural sweeteners, and you use coconut flour instead of white flour. So people are starting to get very good at making delicious sweets that don't have the dairy and the sugar and the flour, and you'd be surprised. I mean, they are really good. So you're just making swaps, but who wants to live without sweets,
So
I don't.
So you've got such a wonderful website. Let me tell the listeners, it's jjsmithonline.com. Right?
Yep.
Did I say that right?
That's correct.
jjsmithonline.com. And the first thing you should go to is the success stories. That's the first thing, in my opinion. I have, let's see, both books here. You know what I should do? Just give both books to one person, and then the rest of us will have to go buy them. So if you want both books, one is called Lose Weight Without Dieting or Working Out. It features the DEM system. You'll have to read the book to find out. JJ did kind of hint on that a second ago. This is a national #1 bestseller, by the way. And the other one is called 10-Day Green Smoothie Cleanse. You will get both books if you call me right now and ask for them. The rest of us have to go buy them. Is the website the best way, JJ?
Yeah, but the book is in all stores: Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart, BJ's, and of course Amazon and Amazon.com, and Barnes & Noble is BarnesandNoble.com as well.
Okay.
And are there any fruits a person should stay away from because they're natural sugar?
They are, but even too much natural sugar can work against you. So in the book, I list your high sugar fruits from your low sugar fruits, and things like blueberries and apples are more on the low sugar, but things like watermelon and bananas are on the high. So if you look in the book, so if you want to eat fruit, just try to stay in the low and medium, and not too many of the high sugar fruits, and then they'll work and metabolize very well in the body.
I love watermelon.
And what are your plans as far as acting? Are you going to be an actress at all?
No, I'm a big sports fan. The NFL just started, and I am so geeked about that. I'll be watching football forever, so no acting for me.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, I'm a big football fan.
Well, why can't an actor like football? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is all my time will be consumed following college and the NFL at this point, so there's no time to hone my acting skills.
Well, you certainly are beautiful inside and out. I mean, gosh, you're such a well-rounded individual, and you really sparkle when you're starting to help others.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's so thoughtful.
Yeah, well, great conversation. Thank you so much for being with us, JJ. Go to jjsmithonline.com and you'll see what we're talking about. Let me take a call right now. I promised this and I forgot to answer the phone. Good morning. You've got the book. Who's this?
Suzanne.
I'm sorry?
Suzanne?
Oh, Suzanne. Suzanne, you got both books. Do you know where we are?
Yes, I do. Excellent. Thank you so much.
All right. They'll be waiting for you.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Well, they went quick. I wasn't looking at my screen. I didn't realize the phones were lit up. JJ, thank you so much for being on the air with us today.
Thanks for having me today. I appreciate it.
That was fun. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Habitat for Humanity of Marion County is a ministry dedicated to improving lives by providing affordable and decent housing. Help them help others by visiting the Habitat for Humanity Ocala Restore at 926 Northwest 27th Avenue. To schedule a donation, give us a call at 401-0075 and we'll come pick it up. For more information, visit ocalarestore.org. Habitat for Humanity of Marion County. Building homes, building hope, building community.
Are you wasting hundreds or thousands of dollars on termite retreat fees? If you're not with Turner Pest Control, you probably are. Turner Pest Control offers the industry's only termite and pest control package that never charges retreat fees, ever. You can get started today for only $99. This is a value of $500 or more. This includes treatments, installation of monitoring stations, quarterly pest control, and a lifetime guarantee, all for an unbelievable low $99. Even if you have another pest control provider, visit turnerpest.com to find out how you can avoid paying those high termite retreat fees.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Fredericks Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Fredericks Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Fredericks Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Fredericks Appliance.
News Talk 1370, WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults, so use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370 WOCA.
Hey, I'm Gary.
And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Here are today's headlines from The Source, WOCA. The Ocala City Council decided unanimously yesterday to adopt the city's tentative 2014-2015 budget of $681.6 million. The decided upon millage rate would be 6.1638 or $6.1638 per $1,000 of taxable property value. The rolled back rate saves taxpayers about 8.6 cents per $1,000 on their property taxes. The decision is not final until the next public hearing on September 16th. Other tentative budgets and millage rates were also decided upon by the City Council at yesterday's meeting that would affect the downtown development districts. The September 16th meeting will be at 5:05 p.m. in council chambers on the second floor of City Hall at 110 Southeast Watula Avenue. The state has moved forward in federal court with its appeal of same-sex marriage. Had state officials done nothing, then gay Floridians would have been allowed to marry beginning September 22nd, the fourth anniversary of the fall of the state's ban on gay adoption. But late yesterday afternoon, State Attorney General Pam Bondi filed an appeal notice on behalf of Washington County Clerk of Courts Harold Bazell, State Secretary of Management Services Craig Nichols, and State Surgeon General John Armstrong. Stratton Pulitzer, Deputy Director of Equality Florida, the state's largest LGBT rights organization, laid blame at the feet of Governor Rick Scott. Gay and lesbian couples will now likely have to wait until a U.S. Supreme Court ruling. The Independent Florida Alligator newspaper is reporting that former U.S. Senator and Florida Governor Bob Graham discussed the benefits of voting for the Florida Water and Land Conservation Amendment yesterday. Graham was at a public forum in Pugh Hall at the University of Florida with David Hart, Vice President of Governmental Affairs and Political Operations from the Florida Chamber of Commerce. The two men debated the pros and cons of passing the constitutional amendment, which would provide funding to protect and manage conservation lands, according to the report. Amendment 1 would create a legacy for preserving rivers, lakes, and springs for the future, Graham said at the forum. Attendees also contributed to the discussion by asking questions to both panelists. Voters will be able to vote on the amendment this November. A new law that drastically limits tuition increases at state universities will result in $900 million in savings for families enrolled in Florida's prepaid college plans. About 18,000 families will receive $197 million in refunds because their paid-in-full accounts now exceed expected tuition costs. Another 22,000 families will see their bills reduced by more than $700 million over the remainder of their contracts. These savings are the result of House Bill 851, approved during the 2014 session. The bill got the most attention for a provision allowing undocumented immigrants to qualify for in-state tuition, but it also froze tuition at current rates and repealed a state law that allowed public universities to ask the Board of Governors to increase tuition up to a maximum of 15%. House Bill 851 eliminated differential tuition for all but Florida State University and the University of Florida, which are now capped at 6% each. And a newly discovered asteroid will buzz Earth this weekend. At the closest approach on Sunday, the 60-foot rock will pass a safe 25,000 miles over New Zealand. That's about 1/10 the distance between here and the moon. It's also beyond the orbit of our highest communication and weather satellites. Astronomers in Arizona detected the asteroid the night of August 31st. And those are the headlines from The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A couple of showers and a thunderstorm around. Some can be slow moving and bring heavy rainfall late today. High 86 to 89. Shower or thunderstorm this evening. Otherwise partly cloudy tonight. Low 71 to 75. Clouds and sun tomorrow with a shower or thunderstorm around. High 87 to 91. Then a thunderstorm Sunday afternoon. High 87 to 89. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Today in Florida Ag News from a Southeast AgNet, Val Docini, who has been the California FSA State Executive Director for the past 5 years, has been selected to serve as the new Farm Service Agency Administrator in Washington, D.C.
I spent part of my career in the private sector. I worked for a large management and technology consulting firm with operations all over the world, and I worked with our business executives on strategizing the best ways to work with government agencies at the state and local level. And prior to that, I worked for a couple members of Congress, one of whom represented my home district in California, which is predominantly rural, and so I worked a lot on ag and rural policy issues for him when I was a member of his staff. So, the community that I live in and the things that I do in and around the community really represent a deep interest in rural policy issues and agriculture, and certainly working with the men and women of California agriculture over the last number of years. And I think that that's going to be, one of my key roles as I go across the country over the next couple of weeks, is just listening to the farmers and ranchers and county office staff from other states and getting their perspective and trying to better understand the things that, work or don't work so well so that I can tweak them when I get back there.
Docini says his travels will take him across the Midwest, but also plans to visit areas here in the Southeast.
See some farming operations in the Southeast when I go through Arkansas and Mississippi.